This video is powered by our partners over at Prize Picks. Prize Picks has been the most fun I've had in daily fantasy sports this football season. All you gotta do is pick two or more players, project if they're gonna go more or less on their statistics, and boom, you are in the game. Best part, they make it super easy. You can go through, make your lineup, get it done within about 60 seconds. And y'all know I like to do stuff last minute. And right now, they're hooking you all up with an awesome offer. $50 bonus bets whenever you play your first $5 lineup. All you got to do is use the promo code UNFAIR at prizepicks.com, and they're going to get you taken care of. They also got cool promotions like Taco Tuesday, where they give discounts on projections all day long, so you can keep your eyes out for that, as well as Flex Fridays, where every Friday they give you a protected pick to each member. If you win, you win. If not, you get your cash back. That's all that matters. So go check out Prize Picks and use the code UNFAIR to receive guaranteed $50 once you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks, daily fantasy sports made easy. So rumors are flying around, guys. Yep, I know. There's rumors. So we got to address them before they get too big, because the first one I heard was pretty preposterous. The second one, not far-fetched, and I'm actually wondering if it will go down. So we're going to talk about both of those and prepare for this South Carolina game, because I know every single one of y'all is just as antsy as me. I'm finally home. I'm not rested, but at the same time, a little worried. Let's dive into it. Before we do that, welcome to Unfair Sports. I'm your host, Jay. Thank y'all for pulling up to the channel. Videos powered by our partners over at Prize Picks. Check them out. Bet $5 lineup, get $50 in bonus bets. They're hooking you up. Use the promo code UNFAIR at prizepicks.com or our link in the description below. So, one of these rumors, I think the thing that bothered me about said rumor is that if it was a possibility of being true, then you all would 100% not believe in this regime at all. If you believe this regime is running things the way they say they are, then there's absolutely, positively no reason to even consider the thought that this would be true. And then the second one came from the horse's mouth in a way that makes things a little bit more interesting. Let's dive into those really quick. All right, so the first one that's been flying around social media has been going down for the last couple of weeks. I decided to wait, but it started to heat up even more because I started noticing some fans going after the local media as they were, talking about the Brent Venables press conference and all of that stuff, and asking why questions aren't being asked. And that question is, did Dion Burks and or Nick Anderson quit? Did they quit the team, and that's the reason why they're not playing? Now, as y'all know, Oklahoma has 5 wide receivers down. And Brent Venables talked about in the last couple of pressers that Dion Burks is working his butt off to try to play this coming weekend. Now, right now on the injury report, he is set as a questionable. So unless he hits probable, I'm going to say he's doubtful, right? I know that terminology is always hilarious. But to me, until I see that Dion Burks is on the field, I believe nothing that anybody tells me. I don't care if he's probable, out, questionable, doubtful, potential, possibly. I don't care. If Burks ain't on the field, he ain't playing. And that's my opinion. But the rumors around him quitting and Nick Anderson, honestly, is a reflection on this team. And I say this staff. And I say that because if you don't believe that the integrity that Brent Venables and his staff has been working with is real, then sure, you would believe that Dion Burks and Nick Anderson have quit on this team. But if you believe that the integrity of this staff exists and the way that they run this program, even though it's not perfect, if you believe in the way the culture is ran here, you would know if those guys quit, we wouldn't be talking about them on the team. That to me is the number one thing there. We know that Brent has no problem with sending people out. They've done it before. And especially if it's someone they don't feel like is going to fit long term, there's no reason for either Nick or Dion Burks to even be on the roster still or even be considered to play ever again if they actually quit. And I think it's funny that people actually believe that, because to me, if both of them are healthy, the offense looks completely different. You've got experienced wide receivers who can make and create their own space, with ease and comfort. The other young guys, it's just going to be all about them learning it as they go. I mean, I know we see phenom wide receivers around the corner that are freshmen that are doing things, but you're also seeing them do that with other veteran wide receivers around them. It's not an entire group of young guys that are trying to figure it out. It's helpful when you have veterans that know how to create their own space, understand blocking. Put it this way, the wide receivers blocked pretty solid in the last game, even though the game didn't turn out very well. They blocked well. So you can tell that they're here working. So why would anybody believe that these guys would have quit on this team? They love these guys. Why would they quit? That's something to ask yourself. So I asked the same question. I don't believe it, but y'all tell me what y'all think. Hop in the comments. Does any of y'all actually believe it? I know majority of my viewers here, you don't believe that. They probably think it's crazy, but I know y'all don't believe it. Let me know what y'all thoughts are on that. Now, Brent Venables talked about this in his press conference. This was interesting. We talked about the quarterbacks, and I mentioned this in my last video before I hit my flight back and told you I would talk about this a little bit, that there is a potential for playing 2 quarterbacks. Now, Venables did say that he's not against it. It's not in the realm of not possibility, which is why I'm thinking that it's kind of intriguing. But right now, he said that Michael Hawkins has earned the opportunity to play. Now Hawkins got the win, the big win against Auburn, helped with driving down the field late in the game and start to figure things out. The Texas game got everybody asking questions again. Now we need to see if there's going to be execution this week against South Carolina. Now, South Carolina has a solid defense. Don't get it twisted. They may be 3-3, but their defense is way better than 3-3. It's just their offense has been very stallish. Something that we've seen before. But if Hawkins can get out there and figure it out, calm things and run the pass game well, he can do it. Now, like I said, I don't think it's out of the realm of possibility that they decide to run with 2 quarterbacks just to see, because technically this is like the last game before, at this point, you can't redshirt either one of the 2. You got to make the determination if you're going to keep who's going to be playing for the rest of the season. Now, I don't know if a red shirt really matters at this point, because it really doesn't. I'm going to be honest. I don't think a red shirt truly matters. I think that if one of them's going to play, they're going to play. I think the other one, and it sounds like Jackson Arnold wants to be quarterback at the University of Oklahoma. So all signs are pointing to that he's probably going to try to stick around and try to fight for that position, which I like quarterback competitions. I like people competing, and I like people to go out there and prove themselves. I respect that. We have to see how it goes, but mixing things up, it gets clunky running 2 quarterbacks. If you got 2 quarterbacks, you don't have a quarterback. That's kind of like the saying out there, but I'm ready to see if Michael Hawkins is ready to truly take command of this team. This is the game. This is the best opportunity before heading to Oxford, going against the Ole Miss team that has, for the most part, underachieved and really needs a bounce back game. They desperately need this game, because after the LSU loss, things are squirrely there in Oxford. So for the Sooners, we're going to need the offense to prove something. And so playing 2 quarterbacks is not a wild concept, but I don't want to do it. I want them to go out there, give me one dude that runs things, and let's go from there. See what happens. Let me know what y'all think. Hop in the comments. Let me know your thoughts. How y'all feel about the possibility of playing 2 quarterbacks. Not 1, but 2. Kind of weird. Made this far, like the content, hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. Love for y'all. Join this family, Sooner fans, talking OU football, SEC college football in general. Having a blast. Do it. Shout out to Prize Picks for sponsoring this video. They are hooking you up. You get a guaranteed $50 once you play your first $5 in lineups. So go to prizepicks.com, use the code UNFAIR, or use the link in the description below. We'll have more videos down the line. We'll chop it up post-game. Let's pray for a dub. We need it. I'm out. Peace.